Well, Donald Trump seemingly wants all of the aura. He is going to Madison Square Garden sometime, I guess, towards the end of October. I don't know if it's going to be his final rally, maybe one of his last rallies, but pretty crazy. The legendary NBA arena, Madison Square Garden. I love it. I know people are like, well, it's New York. What's the point? I'm guessing the Trump campaign, and I mean, we see they're going to California. Part of that is because of the House race. He could also be going to Madison Square Garden for some of the House races. He was in New York about a month ago. But I think a lot of this is the optics and the photos that you'll get from this rally and just the energy with the campaign, kind of like the Butler situation. It's worth so much more than even campaigning in a certain place. Now, I'm sure Trump's going to be in Michigan. He's going to be in Pennsylvania. He's going to be in North Carolina, Georgia, all of them. But like these larger than life rallies, and Trump realizes like this is the last hurrah. He wants to go out with a bang. Madison Square Garden, obviously it's going to be sold out, filled to the brim. I don't even know if you probably have to have tickets for that because it only seats like 19, 20K. Trump has said on a podcast that he got 108K in Butler. That was the number that he was told, 108,000, which is just ridiculous. And so Madison Square Garden, again, I love it. I know some people say, well, he should be in swing states, things like that. Same thing with California. But the California rally, I'm sure, is going to be huge. It's going to be tens and tens and tens of thousands outdoors. Madison Square Garden, obviously, can only be 19 or 20K, but it's such a legendary arena. And Trump just like the aura that Trump has. And I'm telling you guys, what I said is he needs to go to Bristol Motor Speedway. You can get the biggest rally in political history. Bristol Motor, you can sit like 150 to 200K people there, especially if you line them up on the ground as well. And it's enclosed. And also you bring Elon there with the dark MAGA hat. He needs to bring Elon to this rally at Madison Square Garden with the dark MAGA hat. They should bring, yes, I want to react to this Madison Square Garden rally. This is going to be legendary. I mean, these rallies, like the Butler rally was obviously very memorable because of the assassination attempt, going back there, getting over 100K, having Elon come out with the sun setting. It's just, he wants to create these moments within a campaign. And it's just so overwhelming for Harris. It's like, you're not even in the same ballpark. It's like these two campaigns are operating on totally different levels. You've got Kamala Harris last night staging having a beer with Stephen Colbert, an unrelatable TV, multi-millionaire host who's like, he's got all the white guilt and stuff. That's what she's doing. And Trump is planning massive legendary rallies and just had 108K at a place where his head was almost blown off. He goes back, gets 108K with Elon Musk, potentially, one of, if not the best innovator in the world we know right now, the richest man in the world. These two campaigns are not operating on the same level. This is a total annihilation. And Trump now going to California, that's going to be a huge rally. Madison Square Garden, that's going to be a huge rally. He might do another. I know people have been talking about maybe he should do Beaver Stadium when Penn State is away for a weekend. You could get over 100K. Although the problem with that is it is a rural area there, State College, Pennsylvania. Maybe he should do the Big House in Ann Arbor. I mean, that would be great for Michigan. But this is, I really like that he's doing Madison Square Garden. I like that he's embracing these kind of legendary, larger than life rallies because he knows he can draw. And obviously Madison Square Garden, it's not about drawing people because again, the capacity of the arena is not for Kamala. It'd be very hard. My God. I mean, Kamala, we've seen Kamala, in Arizona when they tried to do the big arena the one time. They had a tarp, they had to bring down the curtains and they only got like 15K and that was from bussing them all in anyways. And when is the last time Kamala Harris has done? Trump just did a rally over 100K. When is the last time Kamala Harris did a rally over 20K? I mean, and Trump's going to do another huge rally in Cali, which I don't know, 40 or 50K. However much they can fit, it's going to be huge. There's, the most registered Republicans in California. There's still a bunch of people there. That's why Trump is trying to get them out. And this is such a good thing for his campaign and the energy. I mean, it's just no let up. It's just constant, amazing rallies. The energy, the polls right now, the poly market, it's all trending in the right direction. And so the Madison Square Garden rally should be really, really fun. And I still think he should try and do the biggest rally ever at Bristol, where you could get 150. It would be undeniable, the biggest rally. It would be Tulsi. It would be Vivek. It would be Tucker Carlson. It would be Trump. It would be JD Vance. It would be Elon. It would be all of them in a dark MAGA hat. It would be all of them together. and it just ends the election. It's over. You're just not beating this. This is the big. Let's have the biggest political rally with American flags. Get 100,000 American flags. Just overdose on patriotism, and that's what this country needs right now. It really is. It's amazing. But we've also got this. This is a good point by Red Eagle. Really wonder how many Republicans in Georgia or Arizona that have never voted before but woke their asses up after their state went blue for the first time in decades. And so, we don't know because, this is a new thing with these states, especially Georgia going blue. We always kind of see it as a Republican state. But how many fair weather Republicans that really aren't too political but always assumed their state was conservative, now they realize after liberals jam down, all the inner city votes, maybe it's time to get up and go vote. And you're going to see a lot of fair weather conservatives in Arizona and Georgia. And that's why those margins people think might be a little bit bigger. I mean, I predicted Arizona around a 3-point victory for Trump. And that's compared to some other people, that's conservative. Some people think it's going to be 4 or 5-point victory for Trump in Arizona. And then Georgia, it's 2.5 to 3. Georgia and Arizona, it might be a bit more in compared to all the other, even in North Carolina, people are saying Georgia's going to be a higher margin than North Carolina. North Carolina is going to be closer in terms of that than Georgia. You've also got the poly market. Maybe the odds calming down a little bit. You've got Trump sitting at around 53.5%, Kamala down at 46%. You can see the big boom up Trump had after that Butler rally. Just crazy. And with the energy in the campaign, and these campaigns couldn't be going in more opposite directions with what Kamala Harris has done. I mean, I think I saw one clip from her on The View, but it was just, it's just not going to do anything. It's not going to gain you a single vote going on that. Doing the late night talk show, it's meaningless. It's not going to do anything. She needs to, and by the way, she did horrible on that. They asked her how she was going to be different than Biden. And all she said was that I'm not Biden. Literally, yeah, we know you're not Biden. And then she said, I'm also not Donald Trump. So in a question of how are you going to be different than Biden, and Colbert, even with how liberal he is, he's probably thinking, okay, she's going to tell us policy things on things she's going to focus on more that Biden didn't focus on when he was president. And also she's going to talk about being the VP. That's the other thing that they never talk about, which is weird to me, because you would think if you really want to detach yourself from the Biden administration, why not go full-fledged and be like, listen, I'm the VP. The VP really doesn't have a lot of power. It's more of a ceremonial position. They don't even use that argument, which I'm surprised by, because it really does seem like there's a rift right now. And if I'm Kamala, I'm like, all right, screw Biden, whatever. I really couldn't do much. It's going to be different with me because I didn't have a lot of power. But they don't say that. She does not say that. Her campaign does not take that position that oh, I'm VP, I don't have a lot of power. She just says, well, I'm not Biden. We know you're literally not Biden. You're a different person. That doesn't mean the campaign, you're going to have to tell us the policy, what's going to be different. She didn't say any of that. And that's Colbert serving it up on a silver platter. 60 Minutes destroyed her. They really did. And I know people were complaining, well, Trump should do the 60 Minutes. To be fair to Trump, what they did to him back in 2020 when they blatantly lied while they were interviewing Trump about, that's really bad. They basically tried to run cover for the Biden administration or the Biden campaign at that point because he wasn't president, but they ran cover on the whole Hunter Biden story, and they said it was fake. And when Trump was interviewing, the lady was like, it's fake. And he's like, no, it's real. And it was real. And she says it's fake. It's just like, no, it's not. You can't say that. You have to be non-biased. But to be fair to them, everyone was saying it was fake. That's because the whole media establishment is liberal, and they wanted to kill it because it was that close to the election, and they knew it was going to affect votes. But it's like, if you're Trump, why would I go on the network? There was one October surprise in 2020. You silenced it. Why would I reward you with views and an interview? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. And by the way, I think Trump was saying all I want is an apology, and they wouldn't even give that to him. And then they lied about what he said and what they said, and they said they didn't deny the laptop when they did. And it's on video. Why would you deny that? It doesn't even make any sense. So, that's basically it when it comes to this. Trump, Madison Square Garden, another legendary rally. It is going to be amazing. And that's going to be a great one to see. Either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.